All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the pre-market show. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hope you had a great day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning, Carlos. I'm great. How about you?
Doing good, man. Doing good. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's take a look at what we had yesterday on our list. Coming over here, let's take a look over at Netflix. Netflix was real nice yesterday, guys, throughout the entire day. A little rough start, but if you can see here, going up against this 575 level. Oh, sorry, I'm showing the wrong screen. Here we go. This is a little bit better. There it is. So again, just this 575 was our high of our pre-market. Took a bit to get going here, guys. Again, pretty choppy throughout the entire morning into starting again, continuing to hit up against that level. And then you had the beautiful breakout here, so that was nice. You can see here the continuation, well into almost 600. Again, that's a beautiful move, but you have to be patient on this one. It didn't happen right away. You were able to take a couple of moves in here, but these were tough. They were not very clean. This was the clean one here, guys. A great level created by our pre-market high of the pre-market there. Now we also had GameStop. Again, GameStop has been very active yesterday at the market open, though. Again, you had a quick opening range breakup on the 5 minute right there. Had a beautiful pullback. That was a nice one, and you got a very good continuation. After that, it does break down. Then it becomes really choppy towards the middle of this morning here. Then it does kind of give you a double bottom here of this level that we had. I think that's the low of the pre-market. I'm not quite sure. Low of the day for sure. You can see that right on there. Nice double bottom, and then just look at the continuation. But I'll have to admit, guys, this was not clean. This is not easy to take this trade here. It was just not a clean move at all. And then from there, didn't do all that much after that. So again, not all that clean. Here we have Facebook. Facebook had a beautiful drop, guys, at the start of the day. Even after it looked like it was going to be strong for the market open, but did not quite do that. Collapsed nicely here, heading down towards the low of the pre-market, all the way down there at 263. Did find a little bit of a base here. You did get. I won't consider this a double bottom because one, it's too early in the day, and also this thing is well above the VWAP. When it comes back down here, you wouldn't consider this as a double bottom, but you will consider it as an area of great support, which is exactly what you have here. And then you had the beautiful breakout towards the top there. So Facebook was good, very active. Here we have GM. Again, the drop now, it looks great and clean, but man, this is a difficult stock to trade. I don't find it easy at all. So again, again, it's just, to me, it was very choppy. I know people traded it, but I just did not find that to be an easy play. Here is Baba. Let's take a look. Hold on a second, guys. Let me make sure you guys have. There it is, zoomed in better. Here's Baba. Again, very choppy. Baba continues to be great on the daily. So if we look at the daily here, again, you're getting just an amazing move. But for intraday play, even though you're getting these gap ups and down here, I don't know, they have not been all that great. So again, very choppy into the market open. It does settle down, gets above the VWAP here, but for the most part, not all that clean for me personally. And then we had BB. BB was real nice, guys. Towards the bottom, you can see a beautiful drop here. Great V reversal back to the VWAP. You see a little bit of consolidation happening here, and then the breakout towards the high of the day. So again, that was nice for BB. Continues to be very nice. Even this morning already is very active, up 1.2 with 1.6 million. So we will definitely have that one on our list this morning. With that said, let's get over to the market pulse and just kind of quickly look at what's happening there with the SPY.
Yeah, man, SPY was relatively flat until just a couple of minutes ago. We had this economic data come out, and it was flat. It was up, but it was just kind of hovering there, and not a lot of volume. There's still not a ton. Volumes really started to come in after this economic data, and the market's dropping on it. The one thing that's a little weird, and I haven't had a chance to dig into it too much yet. The data seemed pretty decent compared to what was expected, and causing the market to drop. So I'll take a look and see if I can figure it out and get back. But as of right now, SPY is down SPY is up just under 0.2%. Q's up a little bit more than 0.5%. There were some comments out of the EU. That might have been what it was in addition to this data. So, and then for the rest of the day, we had all the data drop right at 8:30 that we're getting today. So
All right, perfect, guys. Again, very active right now. You can see here, it's definitely got some volume going through, so we'll take a look at that one closely. All right, let's take a look at our gappers list this morning. Again, today we also have a lot on our gapping up list and a lot on our gapping down list. So quite a bit in here. A couple of low flow stock taking over the gapping up list this morning. I'm going to go ahead and remove these columns here, make some new ones, make some new rows here. Oh, here we go. And let's take a look at some of these low flows that are taking over our top list today for the gapping up. So if you look at ADXN, we have 2.4, 6.7, 2.5, 588,000 shares float, 18 million and 1.3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our top 6 are all low flow stocks. So we're going to run through these very quickly. ADNX not looking great, guys, for low flow stocks. Oh, that changed. Hold up. ADNX. Yeah, this looks. Why does it keep doing that? Stop. ADNX, there it is. So ADNX, guys, not looking good. You can see here the pre-market is horrible, has a volume, but again, not really trading well. It is up 58%, but this is something scary to get into. Look at the daily too. Oh, that's not the daily. I got scared. I thought it was the daily. I forgot to switch it. Oh, it still looks horrible. So the daily as well, very, very nasty. Just avoid this completely. INMB, let's take a look at that one. So INMB. Here we go. This one also doesn't have a great pre-market action, guys. Really all over the place at the moment. So again, not liking the volume on this one, and the way it's trading. Only 120,000. It's a low flow at 6.7 at 34 bucks. So the spread is right now 30 cents. This is not tradable at this point. IPWR, same situation here. This is not looking good. Up 31% with only 105,000 shares traded. That's not a good sign. MDLY. Also looking bad, yeah, up 30%, but yeah, this is not looking good neither. Oh, it's nothing great here. XBIT, XBIT also looking pretty bad, very low volume. What are these? This one is biotech. The next one is
yeah, there's a lot of biotechs popping.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, the one you just hit, I think, was alternative energy, but there are several biotechs popping this morning.
Gotcha.
On separate news on each.
Yeah. Again, guys, right now these are not looking good at all. If you guys remember, what was it, ACRX? That one had great volume. If you look at that pre-market action, that was a real good one. None of these are looking anything near that, so just stay away from those. All right, let's see what else we got here. So CRDF. CRDF, what do we have here? Up 10%, 366,000 shares traded. This is a 32 million shares flow. Pre-market action right now looks okay, not great. The daily looks a little funky though. I do not like the daily on this one. Very light on the volume. So even though you're dropping here from 17 down to 14, you're doing this with only 9 million shares. Usually that means that it's usually not a great intraday trading stock. Very choppy, a lot of gaps, and the spread must be horrible at times. So I'm not gonna look at that one right now. APRT. So I'm sorry, WPRT. This one here, guys, daily looks okay. Let's look at the intraday. We're up right now, pre-market 12.2, 282. This pre-market doesn't look great. Also very light on the volume. It is not a low flow stock, guys. It's sitting over here at 110 million, but again, it's just not looking good here. So be careful with that one. EXPC, did we look at this one? Another low flow, 1.3. Also no volume here, only 220,000, up 11.3. The daily is really all over the place, so we'll skip that one. CRDF. We just looked at that one. It's my scanners are flipping around. These things are going up and down from each other based on percentage and volume, so that's why that's happening. But again, none of those are looking great. GEVO, this one is we looked at this one in the past. This one looks interesting. The daily looks interesting. Possible continuation here. We're up 9.3, 3.3 million. We could take a close look at this. Maybe not a one that stays in our main list, but maybe a possible for now. Sun W, 16 million shares. What do we have here? This one, we looked at it before. The daily looks great. Pre-market, not so much. Let's see how it has been trading over the last couple of days. So here is yesterday. Without looking at the intraday action, this doesn't look really good. You could tell here these candles, the way they're forming, that doesn't look clean to me at all. So you could kind of tell based on the way the candles form if you're having great intraday action. And to me, this doesn't look like it in here. So I'm gonna put it as a possible because our daily does look interesting, but that's about it. You don't have much going on here And that was yesterday. Look how yesterday's day ended up. So that was a nice green bar for them yesterday. And even then, that pre-market, that intraday action doesn't look clean. So might not even stay as a possible. CMRX, this one is daily right now. What do we have? Daily's interesting. Horrible volume though. Yeah, not good. Not good. Let's skip this. Fubo. Fubo is here, and this one, oops, Fubo. Let's go there. Yeah, here it is. So here's Fubo, guys. This one looks active today. All right, finally, something that looks decent here. This looks good. Up 7%, 817. Yep, I like Fubo. Let's add that to that. FSLI. Wow, we haven't seen this one in some time. So this one is up 6.6, 217. Right now, pre-market action is not looking great. Their daily's coming back nicely here. Now, this is a very aggressive stock to trade, guys. Very, very dangerous. You want to be careful with this one. It can be very spready and can move very fast. Right now the spread is 20 cents, which is not too bad for the pre-market action, but that has to get a lot better during the intraday, because again, this stock can move $1 or $2 very, very easily. So normally we will not put a stock like this in our watches, but we've seen the stock trade well at times. So let's put it on here today. Let's see what it does into the pre-market action. We'll put it as a possible for now, because I don't think it's one of the best choices for trading, intraday trading stock. BNGO, what do we have here for BNGO? Let's take a look at that. BNGO, man, hold on a second. BNGO, there we go. All right, BNGO right now, guys, pre-market's looking okay. Dailies all over the place. I don't know. Let's see what it did yesterday. Yesterday, what did it do? It was just a pure mess. I'm gonna skip on this one today, guys. It's just a pure mess. All right, I'm gonna stop here. Let's take a look at Snap. What is Snap up to this morning? No volume, only 127. They need a lot of volume to get going here. Let's see our gapping down list. OBLN leading the way, another low flow here, 6.18. So again, they had an incredible day yesterday, guys. This was just insane what they did. They went from $2 over to 11. So again, pretty nice pop there with some very decent volume. Today, possible continuation, but on these low flow stocks, you got to be careful. You know, the second day is always harder to trade, especially after such a big move. I mean, this stock was trading at $1.50, pennies before that back in December, November. And they're just starting to get going. So I'm going to add it as our low flow for the day, because it's probably the best one we have as far as that, but just we'll come back to it. Here's Mara. Mara is, what do we have going on? So they're down 11.6. This looks good here. The issue with Mara, we don't have no shares for short, but this is looking real nice. Pre-market action is very active, 2.4, down 11.6. The daily looks great. We're falling apart here. Just beautiful, but again, just no shares for short on this one, so we'll add as a possible for now. Here's Riot, same situation. They're down 10%, so obviously Bitcoin's probably dropping nicely here. Again, another one that obviously very difficult to find shares for short. I'm not going to add this one. We have Mara already, unless you have shares for short. I mean, I don't know why you would want this to keep too much of these Bitcoin stuff on your list. Frsx, this one here, not looking good. Dailies all over the place. Volume is, although you have great volume, 800. The pre-market's really all over the place right now. So let's throw it back out to me if it looks better, but we'll stay away from that one. INO was fun for us a couple of months ago, and now it's not looking good at all. So we'll skip this. It's down 6.8, 756, but this pre-market action, it's really nasty right now. It does need to get better. It was better when it was trading a little higher price. Right now that it's sitting here at $9, it hasn't been great at all. So let's skip on that one. Edit is starting to get going here. We see some volume coming in at 8:30. The daily is, although it's funky, I like the fact they lost this level of 70 here. This previous day close. That's nice. Could create a possible continuation. What's the float on this? 661. Yeah, you know what, this could be interesting. Could be interesting, but the volume for the most part is very light though. On these days, you can see here about 5.34 million shares traded for the most part. You got a couple of days here popping up at 10 million, but that volume is not good. You need more volume than that, but we'll add as a possible. Let's see if that gets better. Head down to, I know we looked at FTFT again, another one that's down here. This one does have shares for sure, but doesn't look great. So I won't touch that. GRTS, we had this one on our list the last 2 days. Today they are down grits, right? 5.4. Yeah, 5.4, 255,000. Aren't short selling restriction, but I do not like the way this looks at all. As far as the daily's really all over the place. Who knows what you can expect today? And just look at the way it's been trading, right? So, for example, yesterday, if you look at yesterday, right, you did get this beautiful breakout, but you got to be careful. The stocks moves a lot. Sometimes it's just not worth, managing the risk, taking the risk on a stock like this. So, again, if you're a more experienced trader, maybe this one could be one you put on your possibles list. But for the most part, I will stay away from this one today, especially now because it's so extended. It's just be careful with that one. All right, let's head on down. What do we have? I'm going to stop here. Let's look at Workhorse. I haven't seen that one in a while. They are down 4.5, 437. I like the daily here. We're losing some levels of support there. I like this one. Let's put it as a positive for now. Workhorse, UAVS. How did it do this morning? So far, looking very good. I think this is worth adding to our main list. This has been very active the last couple of days, so we'll throw that on there. The float on this one, by the way, is 52 million, so not a bad float. You can manage your risk. This stock is not going to drop on you in 5 minutes $2-3, right? So you can manage your risk on this one, although the daily right now shows that it's been ripping nicely. It's not one of these stocks that's gonna blow your face off. It's not gonna do that, at least the way it's looking right now. Okay, let's stop here, guys. Norm, I know you've been busy. Do you have anything in mind?
No, not yet. I'm still looking. But I'm in the middle of peak capital stuff and this, so I apologize. I'm a little bit out of it this morning.
No worries, man. No worries.
Fubo was the one that I I like there, but it's got really high short float. It got an upgrade this morning. It's popping. It could be interesting.
Yeah, this is one of the best ones for us this morning. Looking really nice here today. So again, guys, sometimes you get these lists where you have a whole lot in here and not a lot looks great. Let's take a look at what you guys have this morning. Let's start with who do we have here? Let me scroll up. We'll start with Mick. Mick is giving us Apple. Let's take a look at that. Okay, what do we have here for Apple? Daily is nice. Apple is great. Pre-market action is looking good. Beautiful day yesterday. Broke out nicely out of this area of support. Yeah, this is nice. We can definitely put that on our main list. I do like Apple. Heading on down, let's look at fuel cells. Another one that's being thrown out here. What are they up to this morning?
This morning.
They did? Okay, so down 4.7. Good volume. Yeah, this is a good one. We could throw that on there as well. Let's put fuel cell here. All right, we got some good ones there.
I'll put plug and play as well. I don't know if you've taken a look at that, but it moved in sympathy.
Nice. We'll look at that. Let's take a look at plug here. So plug right now. Yeah, I love the daily on plug. And this one has been really nice for us to trade. It trades clean for the most part when it's in play. So let's add plug here. Let's take a look at BB. What do we have for BB here? BB pre-market action. I like the pre-market action. It was red this morning, made its way to the green side here, and it's trying to hold that as a support there. So that looks good. And then again, BB just continues to rip here nicely. Does it have one more push up towards that 14? Again, very extended on the daily. Obviously, they got some positive news behind them. Definitely worth being ready for that and putting some levels on there. All right, heading on down fuel. So we have AMC. You know what? The problem with AMC is how choppy it is. I don't like it. It's really, really choppy. We've seen that over and over again from them. Again, I won't put it on my list, guys. I won't. It's just even now pre-market doesn't look great. Again, you have 3.8 million shares traded. Look at this candle here, 1.2 right there, creating no type of pre-market action for you. It's not a good intraday trade, this one. It's really not. So we'll skip on that one. Let's head on down. And the DM, we've seen this one before. What is it up to now? It's not the best intraday trading stock, that's for sure. Pre-market has 1.2, but again, just look how nasty the price action is right now. It's not great. Their daily does look interesting, right? Looks great here for a possible continuation of this breakout. But I find this not to be a great intraday trading stock. We've seen this one before plenty of times. Let's take a look at it yesterday. Here's the action yesterday. Again, you got maybe this one right here, this one move. Then after that, there's really no patterns in here forming. So again, just be careful with that one. It doesn't seem to be a great one. Plug we do have. Let's look at F I see on both chats here, both on YouTube and our chat room. Let's see what's going on there. Now 4 doesn't move much. It looks like they have news today because they're up 3.3 with 3.5 million. What's the news on that? We'll put it here to take a look at it. The issue with Ford sometimes, even with news, like look at it yesterday. Right? Yesterday had a great day, great breakout too on the daily. You're going from 1022 to 1080. Right, so you don't get a whole lot of movement, and I'm not the type that want that, you know, since you don't get a whole lot of movement, I don't like to take, okay, let's take 10,000 shares and just try to go for 15 cents, right? Just not comfortable with that. It probably comes out to the same thing as taking a normal position on a stock that moves a lot, but for some reason you just got to be comfortable with what you're doing, and that I'm not comfortable with. So that's my issue with them. They don't move a lot, but today they definitely look like they got some stuff going on. Yesterday obviously as well. We'll put it there for now. We'll do some levels. We'll be ready for it. BNGO we looked at. I did not like what I saw. Let's see if something has changed. BNGO, yeah, still the same. I mean, possible. We'll come back to it. Possible. It's so. Yeah, F we do have. F is on there, so we'll add that to the list. But again, we'll take a look at it. They're definitely in play, but they don't, again, systems don't move a whole lot even when they're in play. So EV Mustang on F. Okay, so that's the news. If everybody has to do EV is the play right now. All right, what else we have here? Ford. Okay, GM. What's going on with GM? I think it's the same thing, right? We have EV conversations with them as well. GM, I prefer to watch GM over Ford, to be honest. I think GM has more potential to move and trade better in the intraday. So we'll put that on there. We'll put GM there. Let's head on down. What do we have? All right, so that covers our list there. Let's take a look at our YouTube list. Let's start with, what do we have here? Let's start with Mac 11, FU2U. FU2U. Yeah, you know, this thing is dropping. I know I should not be talking like that to our YouTube viewers. And it's funny, I picked this name without looking at the stock he had, and it's just like, oh, I gotta read it now. All right, so FU2U here is the daily's just incredible, guys. Pre-market action dropping nicely here with some good bars. Again, just managing the risk on this one is tough. I have not traded it yet since it's been in play. No, I'm not sure if you have. But I don't know how you will manage your risk on this. Look at it right now, right? For example, right now in this 5-minute candle, it dropped from 990.17 down to 88. That is a big move, guys. So you got to be careful. The spread's actually no, that's horrible. I just saw it popped up 20 cents. Yeah, that's a bad spread. So I haven't been watching in the intraday play. If you guys have and have been able to take any trades, let us know. That's great. But I have not been keeping it on my list because of this. So you know what? I'm just gonna take it off to not be tempted. We don't need that temptation there. All right, let's head on down. Who do we have? Ford we looked at. That's good. We have it here. It is in play. Again, I'm just not sure if I'm going to keep it here because they just don't move a whole lot, right? The movement is the issue with that one. PLTR. PLTR, I mean, I didn't watch it yesterday. How did it trade? It's just been trading pretty crappy. Look, yesterday actually was somewhat decent when I don't watch it. So yesterday actually looked like it did a nice drop here. But aside from this, it hasn't been trading all that clean. All right, without focusing on that, what do we have? Pre-market doesn't look great right now. They're 365, pretty much flat at the moment. And this is where they've just been stuck with this not consolidation, just chopping around this previous day close line. This 2634. I mean, they just chop around there. I don't see a lot of fun in that. BNGO we looked at. COCP. Let's take a look at that one. COCP. No, this is not in play at all. This is more of a penny type stock. Again, no movement here, so that's not a good one. Let's take a look at plug. We have Snap. We looked at Snap. It looks like they had a nice pop to a nice day yesterday. Nice pop today, 2.3. The volume is not there though. So maybe a possible, because for Snap, I remember Snap when it was at 17, how choppy it can be unless it gets very heavy volume. And I think it's like that even now. You need really good volume. So unless that comes in at the market open and you get one of these days here, it's very difficult to trade. So right now, is that a drop coming? The price at 53.05. What's going on? It's not updating yet. Let's see what happens. We'll come back to Snap. All right, set on down. IDEX. We got time for a few more. IDEX. Oops, let's put that over here. So IDX, yeah, this is very choppy pre-market action. This doesn't look great at all price action wise. You can see how choppy it is. The volume is there, but the volume is not trading well at all, and their daily doesn't look good neither. Doesn't look great there. All right, guys, we will. Let's see what else we have. Baidu. Let's see Baidu here. What do we have for Baidu? Daily has been incredible. Pre-market though, it's not great right now. Another one of these stocks is very difficult to trade. They're a great investment, swing trade type, not investment, but swing trade type stock. You could do very well here. But as far as intraday trades, I don't think I have ever traded Baidu. But again, if this is your style, if you have seen success in trading Baidu, by all means have it on your list. I won't put it on mine though, because I know I'm not going to trade it. I'm not a great trader of it. All right, guys, let's stop here. Neo, somebody mentioned Neo. Let's look at Neo. What is Neo up to? Pretty much only down 1% right now. 1 million shares traded. You know, Neo could be interesting. I do like the daily on Neo, and it's just looking for this to drop eventually, create a nice opportunity towards the bottom here, because you see the support level is great here. After that, you really don't have no more support, all the way down to like 54 maybe, right? 54 is a great area, 54.30 or so. Yeah, this would be nice if it gets a drop, but Neo tends to, you know, gap down and then recover very aggressively. So it's not a stock you want to have any type of bias on, like any stock, but this one is particularly. We'll add as possible, but again, it could be a hit or miss. A lot of times it starts like this and it's a great trade, or just very similar action and it's just horrible, very, very choppy. So we'll take a look at it. I love the daily though.
Let's hop over to announcements, bud. I gotta run and get to PCT.
Oh, I got you, man.
We're getting a little late here.
All right, let's get over to announcements. Here you go. Hold on, let me get you set up. Hold on a second. My other keyboard is not working, so we'll restart this. There it is.
I actually, there we go. John's high day break strategy should be posted and ready to go. So if you want to check that out from Tuesday, it is in the Education Center, Learning Center. The NADAs last night should be posted very soon. Usually by, I don't know, 10 or 11 Eastern, those are up. So that'll be posted as well from last night on letting go of your mistakes. Next week, we've got a town hall with Dr. Katz. The times that we've done these, people have really loved them. So tune into that next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Carlos, do you know what success webinar we have coming up next Tuesday? I apologize. It's not on here.
We have Eamon. That's going to be on the site today. So Eamon is doing, I forget the title, but Eamon, and then we have Thor after that. So look for that. Tomorrow we'll have the title for you, and it'll be up on the website today.
Great. Thank you. If you want to participate in the member trade of the day or trade of the week, take a screenshot of your best trade of the day, post it on Twitter. Should have entries and exits, obviously, and then have any color. Can you flip the slide, buddy? Should have entries, exits, and then any color, any description of the trade you can give to describe why you took it and everything else. Post it on Twitter. Tag at Bear Barrel Traders, at Mike_BBT, and at NormBBT. Also use hashtags BBT Family, Day Trading, and Stock Market. We'll announce the winner every day in the closing bell shown on Twitter, and then each trade of the day is eligible for trade of the week. Team votes on those 5 over the weekend, and that'll be announced Monday on the closing bell show on Twitter as well. If you're watching us on YouTube and like to try out the chat room, you can use the promo code PREMARKET24 to get a discount off the intro membership. That's 7 calendar days, 5 trading days in the chat. Does not auto-renew or turn into any other kind of membership. Also gives you access to Carlos's onboarding class each and every Monday night. Still have the 40% discount on annual elite memberships. Use the promo code NEWYEAR40 to take advantage of that.
Right, man. Thank you very much, Norm. All right, guys, let's hop into it. Let's look at what we have on our list. Let's start with a little scan here. Let's look at Gevo. So GEVO right now, it looks okay. Pre-market action, very active this morning. 9.334 million shares traded right now. Not the best intraday pre-market action as far as price action, right? But the volume is there. Daily looks interesting. We'll keep it on here for now. Maybe it comes down to a possible. Fubo looks great. Probably one of the best pre-market actions we've seen this morning. And I also like the daily. daily. And as Norm mentioned earlier, they have a high short interest as well, so that's good to have here. UAVS, I do like the pre-market action on this one. Daily's okay. Apple looks great, guys. Definitely keep it on here. Love the daily on this one. Hopefully we can get a nice little pop out of this one. Might not happen right at the market open. We've seen this thing sell off, right? Some profit taking, and then find a bottom and take off here. So we'll be looking for a high of day pre-market breakout, high of day breakout, or any type of double bottom at the market open, or mid-morning for that one. Fuel Cell trying to come back and get green here. This one is good. Plug is good. I like the possible drop here on Plug 2.9. Good pre-market action. Love the daily here. Trying to hold on to that gap up that it had a couple of days ago. BB looks good. Ford, I'm gonna move Ford down. I know a lot of you guys have this on your list, but it's just, for me, it just doesn't move, right? So we'll get rid of this one. Let's get rid of that. So we have BB here. We have Plug is good. Fuel Cell, we can take a look at that one. Apple is good. Maybe Gevo we can move down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? Let's do these 7s. We'll fine tune it later. As far as secondary list, let's quickly look through this one. OBLN is the low flow that seems somewhat active today, but just be careful with that one. Snap. Snap is okay. I'm going to take it off because the volume is not really there for Snap. I like to see it as well in the 700,000s by now. We're not seeing that today, so we'll wait for that to hit our scanners, at least for the market open. Later on, mid-morning, we can always go back and look at stocks that might have some potential, right? Workhorse. Workhorse, I like the drop on Workhorse right now. Volume is okay. Hopefully it increases. It is down 5.2. We do have shares for short. Yeah, I do like this drop here. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere near any support or resistance at the moment, besides the price action is right on an area of resistance right there. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Low of the pre-market 21. So that's interesting. We'll keep that one as a possible. I think that's good. Edit, we're going to remove. As much as I love this drop here and there's no support nearby all the way down to major support 62, I don't think it's trading well in the pre-market. So we'll get rid of this and leave space for something else. Mara is great, guys. I wish I had short for this. This looks like it just wants to collapse right back down to 10 bucks. I'm not saying that is what you should do, but I wish we had short for this one, but we don't, unfortunately. So we'll keep it on there for entertainment purposes. FSLI, not looking great, guys. Spread is horrible. Let's get rid of it. Let's not waste space there. Sun W, this one. No. This is not good. This is not good. Let's get rid of it. BNGO is okay. Doesn't look great, but we've seen this thing break out nicely in the past. We had 2 good days here on the 14 and the 15. Let's see if that's going to repeat itself, right? This thing tends to pop up, consolidate, break out. Now we're somewhat in a consolidation here. Let's see if this thing wants to break out back up to 950 or 10. And so we'll see what happens there. GM. Good possible. Neo, what do we have here? Neo is a good possible as well, holding on to that low of the day right now at 57. And then we have Ford as well. All right, good. I think we have a good list now. Let's go ahead and look at our levels here. So let's start with Gevo. High of the pre-market right now, guys, 998. We'll throw a level there. Towards the bottom, low of the pre-market, 927. And then around that, we have the highs and lows from the last 2 trading days taking care of you there. So again, pretty good stuff. Fubo, high of the pre-market, close to the highs from the last 2 trading days, but not quite. A couple of cents off, 32.38. We'll throw a level there. And then towards the bottom, we do have the previous day close line here, creating a good support for you there. So let's see. We'll love to see this breakout out of that 32.50-ish type range. If it does, we do have a very, very nice level with tons of touches at 36.02, right on here. Tons of touches there. Above that, 40.23, another great level. And we've seen this stock rip nicely. A couple of days ago, they had a nice support base over here at 26.27, and they were able to get going here nicely. So let's see if we're setting up for that, right? While we're down again here, we bounced off this 30 a couple of times. That 30 was a prior area of resistance that can now become support. So let's be on the lookout for that. UAVS, beautiful pre-market action, guys. We're back to the low of the pre-market right now, 1374. We do have shares for sure. This is trading very well. I like the way this is. See, what I like about this is the flow of the price action right now. It's coming down, going up. So the range is nice. You're getting volume. This looks really good. Down 7.8. The daily looks clean as well. as far as the last couple of days. So that's nice. High of the pre-market 1553. This could be really good if we get a move nice on a nice drop here. This could turn out very, very nice for us today. Here's Apple. Apple, nice big pop today, up 1.4. High of the pre-market 134. The low sitting at 133 on the dot. So we'll throw a level there. Above that, we do have this level here, 135. We do have 137 and also 138.84. So plenty of levels towards the top, plenty of levels towards the bottom. Apple looks very interesting on the daily today. Had a good day yesterday. 1.9, almost 2 million shares traded, so that's looking pretty nice this morning. Fuel cell, low of the pre-market 1521. I would love to see this drop come down here. We got a lot of room to run here. There's less area of resistance, right, going down there. So that'll be nice. 1405 is a good level as well. Not quite. It's a minor one. 1348 minor, not anything major. As this 1405, where you have a lot of touches, resistance, and also support. Towards the top, high of the pre-market, we're looking at 1731, so we can throw a level there. Again, a lot of levels between the highs and lows here. Previous day close. Let's see what it does. Maybe one of the least from our watch list. Maybe one of the ones that doesn't look as great. Maybe this one we can move as a possible. Let's move this one as a possible. Yep, there we go. That brings us down to 6. I think the other ones look really, really good. Plug right now, yeah, you know, Plug's actually almost in that same boat as Fuel Cell, but we'll keep it on here. Low of the pre-market 58.63. Below that, we do have a level at 57.33. And then down here another 54.20. So some pretty decent levels towards the bottom. Towards the top, highs and lows from the last 2 trading days. Pre-market action is okay, but Plug trades well. I like the way Plug trades, very solid. The spread is nice for a $65 stock. Let's see if we can get something out of that today. Here's BlackBerry, up 13 point. I'm sorry, not up much, up probably $14 from the last time this thing was like at $2. So doing very nice there. High of the pre-market 13.18. The low of the pre-market pretty much covered by the highs and lows from the last 3 trading days. Right here you got your highs, here you have your lows and your lows. So that's pretty good. And then towards the top, guys, you have the high from yesterday, so that's fine. I don't think you need to add anything more on BlackBerry. So we're going green today. Let's see if we want to hold that. We got a little bit of support happening here at the previous day close line. Let's see if that's going to continue for BlackBerry there. So, all right, that is what we have. Let's take a look at our moderators list and see what we have on that end. Let's bring that in here. All right, so our moderators list. Okay. All right, so our moderators are still putting their list together. So Peter's reporting no IPOs for today. IPOs for today. DFH, MYTE, and also possible acquisition on VOSOU. So look out for those. Tiffany has Apple, Fubo, and Fuel Cell. Thor is stealing Tiffany's list. That's great. That's a good list. So you can absolutely do that. And we'll wait for our moderators to post more of their watch list there. Oh, Brian is just coming in. Brian coming in with his list. Fubo, Apple, CLSK, QS or SQ, and working on the rest. Let's take a look at Brian's list here. So he has CLSK. Right, daily looks good. Pre-market action looks good. Very similar to was it Plug? Who did we see that had that great pre-market action? UAVS. Very similar to this. And I think there's another one too that looked really nice. Yeah, it might have been that one, UAVS. Yeah, it might have been this one. So very similar to that. That looks good. And he also has QS. Oh, this is a ETF, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right? All right, perfect. All right, Peter, he's coming in with his list, and he has Apple, AMD, UAL, secondary list, Fuel Cell, AA, and Fubo on his list there. And let's see in our chat here, what else do we have? Okay, just waiting to see if that's yeah, okay, perfect. All right, guys, that is what we have. Again, I think we have a pretty decent list. Just to recap, BlackBerry's on the list today. Their volume is great. They had a great couple of days here. Nice couple of green days. Nice stretch from 750 to 14. Can that continue? That's very that's extended. So let's see how much power they have to keep on going on that trend there. Plug is nice, great pre-market action, down 3.1, good volume this morning. I like what I'm seeing there. Apple is great, nice pop, 1.3. Great volume. Pre-market action is looking good. We've seen better from them. Notice how the volume starts coming in and being more consistent, how the candles are going to start getting better here. Again, nice day yesterday. Can they continue up towards that 135? Here is plug is good as well right now, looking okay. And we have, oh, hold on a second, UAVS. This is the one I really like this morning. This pre-market action looks nice. I like that. Low of the pre-market 1374. Fubo has a great pre-market action as well, coming back down to the VWAP here. Beautiful daily as well. And here is Gevo, also very active this pre-market this morning. So, all right, guys, that is what we have. Thank you so much. All right, John is coming in. He's watching Apple, Baidu, and Airbnb. Those are his list for a high of day breakout watch list. And that is what we have from our moderators. Here's Mike. Mike is watching break of high scanners as usual. Apple, Airbnb, and BA are on his list. Let's take a look at BA. We haven't looked at that one in some time. What is BA up to? All right, so BA, possible support happening here on BA. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us on YouTube. We appreciate you guys being with us this morning. We're going to continue in the room as Brian and Andrew take us through the open. And we will see you guys tomorrow at 8:30. Take care, guys, and trade safe.